Hey there and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we together explore the very exciting chess world. Today we are diving into a clever and sneaky chess trap in the very famous Italian game. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to leave a like. But now let's stop wasting time and jump right into it. The Italian game, or also known as the Giuoco Piano opening, has graced the chessboard for centuries, and it arises after the moves pawn to e4 and e5, followed by knight to f3 attacking the pawn, knight to c6 defending the pawn, and the development of the both bishops on c4 and on c5. A classic choice for players of all levels, the Italian game lays the foundation for engaging battles on the 64 squares, also known the chessboard. But wait till you uncover the crazy trap with which you can completely crush your opponents. The interesting part about this trap is that till move 6 we are having a completely symmetrical setup and position on the chessboard. Because here in this position we continue now with knight to c3, black develops his knight on f6, on which both of the armies again do a similar move by playing pawns to d3 and d6, opening up the diagonals for their queen's bishops. So till now we have a completely symmetrical setup and lineup on the chessboard, but how I've just told you, we're going to break it now. Because in this position we play the very aggressive move bishop to g5, pinning our opponent's knight here on f6. Black attacks our bishop here with pawn to h6, on which we have a completely normal light chess piece where black captures back our bishop here now, not with the g-pawn but rather with his queen. So to now it was a completely simple game with normal chess piece development, a little light chess piece trade, and so on and so on. It looked a bit like two chess beginner or light advanced chess players played the boring lines of the Giuoco Piano opening against each other. But now the trap really starts to get interesting, because in this position we play the crazy and strong move knight to d5, not only attacking the opponents, so the black queen on f6, but also threatening with a very dangerous fork here on c7 with the knight. Therefore the black queen is basically forced to just escape back from the attack on d8, also defending the very important pawn here on c7, so there cannot be a fork in the following moves at first. In this position we could, as white, of course play lots of different moves, good and developing moves, like for example the short castling. We could also play pawn to a3, possibly pawn to b4 later in the game, attacking here on the queen side of the chessboard. But if you want to continue with this crazy chess trap in the Italian game, then you have to play pawn to c3. Normally this move is played to target and to defend the b4 and d4 squares on which the black knight on c6 in the Italian game could possibly move. But in this position and in this game starts to get interesting, because black has to do a mistake by playing bishop to e6, attacking our knight here on d5. I really think that not everyone would play this move in this position, but of course lots of chess beginners would do this. Because in this position, if I imagine I am a chess beginner, I have developed lots of my chess pieces, except of my light chess piece, my last light chess piece, my bishop on c8. And of course, if chess beginners are in a pretty good position and have developed some chess pieces, they start to begin making dumb mistakes. Therefore, if our opponent does the mistake and plays bishop to e6, that's not good for black. And probably right now in this position, you also instantly see where the mistake is. But bishop to e6 leaves us with the opportunity to play the very strong, and I will also say winning move, pawn to d4. Because after a little pawn trade like this, we are still attacking the black bishop now on c5. And the best move would here for black be to escape with the bishop on b4 with a check. But lots of chess players would just escape on b6, on which we can make a little trade again by capturing the black bishop with our knight, and let's say they capture back with their a pawn, also opening up this file here for their rook in the corner of the chessboard. But now we can play the winning move, pawn to d5, forking our opponent's light chess pieces, because now we're attacking the black knight on c6 and the black bishop on e6, both at the same time, winning one of them. But it's also possible that in this position, so in the position before the black bishop escaped here on b4 or on b6, black would just capture our knight here on d5 with his bishop from e6. But this actually doesn't make the position much better, because now we just capture back, obviously, the bishop on d5, and this position is very interesting now on the chessboard, because we are still, with both of our pawns here, our double pawns on d4 and d5, are attacking both of the black light chess pieces, which are standing behind each other on c5 and on c6, and it's basically a fork again, but now with two pawns. And even if black thinks they are smarter than us and try to escape with the bishop with a Zwischenzug, with bishop to b4 with a check, we are still in a winning position. Because now we escape with the king with a very strange looking move on f1, and if our opponent thinks that he got us now and escapes with his knight, let's say for example on e7, then we are still crushing him in the Italian game, because now we play queen to a4 with a fork again. We attack the black king on e8 and also attack the black bishop here on b4, both at the same time, and we will win the black bishop this time now for sure. So this was then already with this video, in which I have shown you the very crazy trap which has two outcomes, the first and the second one. The second one is this one. And yes, I really hope that you liked the video. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And by the way, if you don't want to miss anything new, activate the announcement bell, and feel free to check out, by the way, the other chess traps about the Italian game, which you can see right now here linked in the info box or also in the video description. Till next time, bye!